Hi guys, welcome to the first official KXIP Hangout of Champions League. As you know, the team is here in Mohali and they've been practicing very hard for the last 4-5 days and we're getting ready for the match tomorrow. I hope everybody's excited for the big match tomorrow. There's a new tournament, new team, new look and new goals. I would like to thank our smiling captain George Bailey and Thisara Perera for taking time out to come and interact with the fans on this special KXIP Hangout. We also have a few fans who have joined us. There's Pars, Mrudul, Keshav, Puneet, and two special fans, Rene and Ravneet, who will, the reason I'm calling them special is because they will be doing something extra special in this episode. My first question is actually to George and Thisara. How have you enjoyed your time in Chandigarh so far? I believe you've been here for a few days now.
Yep.
So, any one of you is fine, please.
Yeah, it's been good. Nice to settle in. It's always nice to have a tournament where you don't have to move too far, so to be able to unpack your bags and settle right in and get into the training and not have to lug your bags around everywhere. It's good to see all the familiar faces and how slotted back into enjoying each other's company has been wonderful.
Feeling great. Our old matches are in Chandigarh.
Have you?
Our hometown. And then feeling great to be here.
What about the weather? Are you enjoying the weather in Chandigarh? It's pleasant at this time of the year, though.
This is lovely. It's snowing at home, so this is perfect.
That's amazing. That's really good. Good to hear that. I actually want to ask Bailey something. Are you happy with the? So I'm going to get on to cricket now. I just want to ask: are you happy with the balance of the Kings 11 squad? Because everybody's talking about it, so I want to know your views on that.
What's everyone saying?
I'm sorry, I didn't get that.
What are they saying? Are they saying good things?
Yes, they are. In fact, they're saying that this year under your leadership, the squad is balanced and they've been performing very well, and we're all aware of that. So I want to know what your views are on that.
I think that's the key. The fact is that everyone's playing their role very well, and when people do that, it makes any team look very balanced. I'm very comfortable with the squad we have in terms of options for any given game and any particular conditions that we might come against. Very excited that we get this young fella to come into our team. We missed him for most of the IPL. He had to go and play for Sri Lanka, but very excited to the extra oomph that he's going to bring our team as well.
That is true. That is true. In fact, our all-rounder Thisara has been in great form this season. So, what do you think about that?
I'm thrilled. I'm sure he's thrilled. Continues.
That's amazing. Do you think that the team has had enough time to gel before the tournament? Get to know each other during practice and other activities that you have. You have been here for 4 to 5 days, so. Do you think you've had enough time to gel together and get back?
Is this to me?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. I mean, the beauty is it's not that long ago that we were here for IPL. So, as I said, it was amazing how quickly we settled back into our roles and settled back into enjoying each other's company and how much energy and how enthusiastic everyone was once we got back together. So we've had a couple of really good hit-outs, a couple of practice games, which I think is important in this format. I think it's the best way to practice. So hopefully now, fingers crossed, everything goes well once the game starts.
Excellent. Thank you so much, George. I've got one question for Thisara as well. How has your experience been at KXIP so far? You've been with us now. Do you love it? Tell us your experience.
Experience.
Yes.
I think we have good management, we have good coaching staff. I think we are like a family, good teammates. I think that is a very important thing for us. I think that is my good experience for my cricket career.
That's lovely. And how have your preparations been for the Champions League?
I came here 6 days ago. We had a good practice sessions. We had a good practice match. I think now we prepared well for this Champions League.
Okay, excellent. Great to hear that. Now, I think our fans are really, really waiting to, really get out there and speak to you guys. So I'm going to request Parth. Parth, do you have a question for our lovely captain and Thisara? Parth, we can't hear you. Can you please
Yes,
unmute
yeah.
yourself?
Hi, Penny. Yes, I do have
Hello.
cap. Hi, how are you? Hi, George.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, thank you.
Okay, I have a question for you. KXIP is going to play CLT20 for the first time. So, how different the preparations will be than IPL, or how different it will be in terms of experience?
Well, I'm not sure what it's going to be like because I'm much like the team. I haven't played it either, so it'll be a new experience for me. But in terms of preparation, very, very little is different to how we would prepare for IPL. I guess the challenge, the bigger challenge for this tournament is that you've only got 3 or 4 games to qualify, so you have to be playing your best right from the start. And I think that was one thing we did really well during the IPL. We played obviously some great cricket and got off to a bit of a flyer, and hopefully that's the way we start our tournament here as well.
Wish you very all the best, George.
Thanks.
I want
Cheers.
to see you winning this cup. I have a question for Thisara as well. Hi, Thisara. I work for a radio station, and I do have this habit of asking each and everybody that when I interview someone, that which is your favorite song or which sort of music you like. So I want to know it from you. Which sort of music you like?
Uh, I really love my Sri Lankan songs, uh,
Okay.
but sorry, I can't sing at all.
Can you sing a single line for us, please?
Sorry.
It's
So,
okay. All the best to you too.
thank you very much.
Thisara,
Yeah.
I'm sure there's something that you like about the music. Is it the lyrics? Is it the beat? What is it in specific that you like about the music?
Uh, Everything I like in Sri.
Maybe you can tell us a few lyrics and their meaning in
Oh, sorry.
whichever is your favorite song.
Not time to now.
Okay. Then we'll focus on cricket then.
Yeah,
Okay, thank you so much, Parth. That was a good question. I also mentioned at the beginning of the Hangout that we've got a special fan. And the reason why I'm calling her special is because all of you are special, but she has actually prepared a song for us. So there's Renee, who's a singer and a songwriter. She's actually from New York, but now based in Bombay. And to wish good luck to the team, to Kings 11, she has prepared a song for us. Renee, do you want to tell us what this is about?
All right. Hey guys, good to see you. By the way, belated happy birthday, George. I noticed your birthday was on the 7th.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, I think you guys did a fantastic job. You know, really played exceptionally well last year. And I have to admit, I was really supporting you guys. So I'm very happy that you're a part of the Champions League. Well, good luck for that. I hope you guys really, win it this time around. And Thisara, it's good to see you. We've met in the past. I don't know if you remember in Sri Lanka during the SLPL. We were part of Kandurata Warriors, and I happened to have written the anthem for SLPL as well. But like I said, since I'm a singer and songwriter, I have this new song called "Do Your Thing," and the song is basically, it's a positive song. It's inspirational lyrics. It talks about, believing in yourself and just going ahead and doing your thing, doing in whatever it is that you believe. It's going to be out next month, but I thought this would be a great opportunity to sort of, dedicate it to
Dedicated to, yeah.
the beginning of the
So,
tournament.
why don't you sing it for us, Renee? We'd love to hear it.
So you want to start with a musical note, huh?
Absolutely, absolutely.
All right, I'll hum you a few lines. It goes something like this. Get up, wake up, got no time to lose. Every passing day is telling you you can do all that you want to do. Make a mission, see the miracle, see the miracle. do your thing. Hey, hey, do your thing. It's time to do your thing. Hey, hey, do your thing. It's time to do your thing. Hey, hey, do your thing. It's time to do your thing. Well, it keeps going, so I'm going to leave
That's
it with
brilliant.
that.
That's really good. Thank you so much, Renee. So I think this is a message for our lovely team KXIP that we have to do our thing and play the matches really well. So we've got one on the 18th, which is tomorrow. We're all going to watch that one. Since we're on the topic of music, George, I'd like to know what kind of music do you listen to? Because we already asked Thisara, and he loves listening to Sri Lankan music. What kind of music do you listen to?
I'm pretty cruisy, I guess. I don't know what genre it all falls into, but I sort of like bands like The National, Arcade Fire, a bit old school, a little bit of Pearl Jam, that sort of stuff. But I'm quite happy to listen to anything. Most of the guys now have quite good voices, and they're always singing. So, I get to hear a little bit of a few Hindi songs as well.
Oh, really? Is that so? Can you sing something for us, though? Do you know any Hindi songs?
I can absolutely not sing anything.
Well, we're not going to force you here, but that's good because I wanted to ask you if you listen to any Bollywood music, so that's good to hear. And Bhangra, do you like Punjabi music?
Yeah, a few of the boys play that stuff too. That's more. We play, I think, the Punjabi music more after we win. That tends to be a little bit upbeat and loud and crank that. But I'll leave that all the young guys. They sort out the music. I just sit in the back.
Just follow along and dance to that.
Absolutely.
Okay, that's amazing. Now, getting back to cricket, George, I have a question for you. We did not get to see a lot of Perera this IPL, but we know that he's very dangerous in this sort of format. I know you can't disclose your plans on the playing 11, but we would love to hear what your thoughts are on the man sitting next to you.
As I said, I'm really excited that we get the opportunity for him to play because I think this format suits him down to the ground. I imagine a lot of teams are very worried to see him in our lineup, and he just brings diversity and flexibility to a team, and that's the great skill of an all-rounder. Anyone who can come in and clear the fence from ball one is obviously really valuable, and then also he can bowl a few overs for us at almost any stage of the game, which is going to be really important. But I'm hoping there's a few spinners in the other teams that are very, very worried about the man sitting next to him.
That's good to hear. I think there's time for another. There's time for a question from another fan. Priyansh, would you like to ask? Priyansh, can you unmute yourself, please? Okay, I think we'll go to Keshav then. Keshav?
Yeah. Hi.
Hi, Keshav. Hi.
Okay, my question would be to George. Hi, George. First of all, I was really sad at the news, when you quit the Australian T20 captaincy. But at the same time, I was happy that, at least we get to see you captaining the Kings XI Punjab side. So, my question to you is, I know it's tough to, pick just one, but which player do you think is going to be the trump card for your team this Champions League?
That's a good question. I don't know. It's hard to single out one. I'm hoping that, much like the last tournament, I hope that we get lots of contributions from a lot of different people. But I'll stick with Tishara, seeing he's next to me and he's a bit bigger. He might beat me up if I don't say him. So I think having him in our team is gonna make a really big difference and hopefully a really positive impact on the side.
So that means like we're gonna see Thisara playing maybe all games, unlike IPL where he mostly warmed the bench.
Yeah, I imagine so. We've only got the 4 overseas players here at the moment, so I imagine that the TP will be playing most of those games.
Well, looking forward to that. And the other question I have for Thisara. Hi Thisara. Great fan of yours, and the recent match against Pakistan where you scored all those sixes, I was amazed to see that. So my question to you is, while growing up, who were your idols in world cricket? I mean, maybe Sri Lankan players like Sangakkara, Jayasuriya, or I mean, apart from that, who did you follow in your growing years?
I don't have any anyone because I like I like a lot of good players. I take some small things from everyone.
Okay, so you don't have any particular idol that you follow this guy. Okay, that's something interesting to know.
That's lovely. He's taking the good stuff from every personality, so that's brilliant. As I've just noticed that our COO is here, the COO of Kings 11 Punjab, Fraser Castellino.
Always
Fraser,
look
can you wave for the camera? He's just sneaked up on the other guys. Fraser, that's brilliant because we've got a couple of questions for you as well. You joined Kings 11 Punjab just before the IPL, so and then their performance was exceptional. They performed exceptionally well. So your entry seems to be magical. It seems like you've got the sort of King Midas's touch. So has everybody been saying that? What do you have to say about that?
I have a very big stick.
Okay, Fraser.
It's great. It's been a magical experience actually. The whole of IPL 7 to be part of a team which a new look team, new captaincy, new coach, obviously new strategies, new ways of doing things, and then to see all that work, because there's a lot of work I'm sure which goes on in the background, planning and strategizing into winning a match, and to see all that work and to see the team win 11 out of 14 games, which is something really special, was very magical.
Yes, you have been good news for the team, and the team this year has been a very new team. So how did you get all of them to gel together? I mean, you obviously you have a very important role to play because under your leadership they have all come together. So how did you manage to sort of get them together, working together?
I've always believed good management involves in sort of working in the background and letting the people who are really important flourish. My strategy has always been about trying to create an environment in which we let our players who are really prized possession of the franchise perform to the best of their abilities. And I'm very happy to say that we have a great team that works quite hard in the background. Sometimes we get a few things wrong, but we try our hardest to make the environment conducive for the boys to train, for the boys to play good cricket, and for the boys to travel, move into hotels, and try and make things as smooth as possible so that they can go out and perform on the field, which is what they're really here to do.
That's brilliant. I'm going to ask you something specific about the two gentlemen sitting in front of you right now. Tell us what you really think about George and Thisara.
God, terrible guys. Well, I'll start with George because he's the captain. I perhaps know him a little better than Thisara, whom I've met just over 6 or 7 games. I think everyone talks about George and the way he smiles and the way he is sort of very unflappable, and I think that is such an important quality because as a leader, if you can project to your team and to the people who you're leading that actually things are pretty much under control, even if they aren't, then that is so important because it gives a lot of confidence, it gives a lot of security to people. I'm just talking from my own experience, and I've worked with leaders who who give me the confidence to then go out and do the best I can. And I think to me that is one of the best qualities that George brings, at least which is noticeable to me. I'm sure he has a lot more brilliant qualities. Tisara actually, I think, while he said that he doesn't follow any cricketer, I think in terms of smiling, follows George a lot because I haven't seen the guy frown at all. Like I said, I've met him over 6 or 7 games in Dubai, and then he left to play for Sri Lanka, and then I've met him very briefly now. But one thing I notice about him is that smile, and of course we've all watched him play, and we know how destructive he can be. So I think the best thing for me, as George said earlier, is that this surprise element in the Kings 11 team will add to all the other elements that we have, and really give our fans and give this franchise something to be very proud of this season.
That's true. Actually, I think the fans would agree that we cannot wait to see Thisara play because he is in such amazing form this year. Thank you so much for that, Fraser. Thank you for this. I think there's time to take another question from one of our fans. Mridul, would you like to ask? Would you like to ask them something? Mridul, can you please unmute yourself? Yes. Okay, Mridul, we can't hear you, so you're going to have to sort that out. In the meanwhile, I think Puneet can ask us something. Puneet?
Yeah, hi George, hi Perera. Actually, I have a question for George that we all know that you guys are really good in cricket, and we have seen some recent videos that you guys, little mischievous, some mischievous going around. So I would like to know from George, who, according to you, is the naughtiest player in team?
The naughtiest.
The naughtiest, yes.
Yeah.
Good question. It's always the quiet ones, I think, you have to watch out for. They're always the ones that are the most mischievous. So perhaps some of our young boys, I think Mandeep and Manan, they get a little glint in their eye when they're together. Who else?
Who's the prankster of the lot then?
I think he's not here. He's injured at the moment, but Sandeep Sharma, he's a bit of a prankster. He's
Right.
mischievous too. But we don't really have anyone who's naughty. I wouldn't say. We're pretty well behaved. Just mischievous. Anyone who's quiet, have to watch out.
Does Thisara have something to say? Do you think there's somebody in the team who's the naughty one?
I think George said correctly.
Okay, so it is Manan and Mandeep, and then maybe a little bit of Sandeep as well.
Yeah.
That's good to know. Go ahead,
Yeah, I
Puneet.
have one more question. Yeah, I have one more question for Perera. I would like to ask him, and who are your best buddies in team?
Because we are like a family, you know. We all buddies, I think. You know, everyone really happy to be here. Then we have to share our things, and everyone like a family. We are all buddies.
That's nice. That's nice. I think this is one of the best things about this team this year. Everybody's so close to each other, and even at the practice field and also off ground. I believe we saw an image recently of you guys having dinner together, like selfies. So we're clicking a lot of selfies this season. There's something that I want to ask, which has to do with Bollywood, obviously, because that's one subject that we haven't covered. So do you guys watch a lot of Bollywood movies? Do you have a favorite one?
No, I don't watch that many Bollywood movies, and I'm not at the stage yet where I have a favourite. It's probably something I need to work on a little bit.
Yes, I watch because my wife great fan of Bollywood. Because she can speak Hindi very well by watching Hindi movies. Then I'm also used to watch Bollywood movies.
That's nice, because Bollywood movies are big in Sri Lanka, isn't it? They're quite popular. Isn't that so?
Things in Sri Lanka, yeah.
Okay, that's amazing. That's really, really good. One last question to the two of you. Which teams do you think are sort of, good competitors for you in the Champions League? Who would you, watch out for, or which, if you can give us one or two names?
Besides us, you mean?
Obviously us.
I think in our group, I think Hobart and the New Zealand team, the Northern Knights, they both look very, very strong and very well balanced. But I think in a tournament like this, and looking at all the teams, there really doesn't look to be any weaknesses, any weak sides. It will be very much about playing really consistently and hopefully starting well. Every team will want him to do the same, but I guess they're probably the two teams that I know more about, so perhaps that's why I'm more wary of them.
All right, that's good to hear. One last thing. I mentioned that we have another special fan who's with us. His name is Ravneet, and he's into classical music, and he's got something for us as well, something to entertain us. So, George and Thisara, I want you to say hi to Ravneet. Ravneet?
Hi George, hi Tisara.
What are you going to do for us today, Ravneet?
I basically have the tabla with me, the Indian instrument tabla. I'm afraid you guys won't be able to see the screen, but I just lifted it up for you. That's what it looks like, right? And I'm going to play a little beat for you, which will set the tempo up for the future matches. It's like a train, and I want you guys to go in, chugging in along like a train, and build up the momentum and keep the momentum going. All the best, you guys. Here we go. The momentum going.
Thank you so much.
I hope it.
Thank you so much, Ramni. That was brilliant. Thank you so much. So that was a wonderful conversation. Before we leave, Thisara and George, I would like for you guys to say something in Punjabi, just a message for our fans. Can you please say something in Punjabi? And if not, then I'll give you a line to say.
I only know Pangana Nalo.
Oh wow, that's amazing. So this is telling everybody else that don't mess with us. The Kings 11 are here.
Absolutely, that's the Punjabi way.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you so much. Thank you, guys. You have been great sports. Thank you, our dear fans.
Penny.
Yeah?
Yeah, just before we leave, recently George has his birthday, so could I wish him on my piano on this? I can play it for him.
Absolutely, absolutely. Go ahead.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear George. Happy birthday to you.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you, Keshav. Thank you. That was lovely. So it was great chatting with all of you. Thank you, George. Thank you, Thisara. Both of you keep smiling, and good luck for the match tomorrow.
Thank you.
Yes.
Cheers. Thank you for the support.
Absolutely. Thank you, guys. Thank you. We'll see you. We'll see you at the next time.